Drugs and homelessness are not the only problems this city faces. The illegal sex industry in Nevada is worth billions of dollars a year.
Las Vegas has always been synonymous with sex. And a lot of people come here from around the world wanting to pay for sex. In fact, the demand is on the increase. I'm about to meet a vice cop, Chris Boffman, who's been putting pimps away on the strip for years.
Chris heads up the human trafficking task force in Las Vegas.
I mean, Chris, everywhere you look, sex is for sale. Look right in front of me now, but everywhere. How can they do that in a place where prostitution is supposedly illegal?
Because the catch is that they're not selling prostitution, right? It is legal to run an escort company.
They're not advertising somebody to go and have dinner with, are they?
No, they're not. To tell you the truth, some of these escort companies are run by pimps. I always tell people, you know, well, what do you think is the worst criminal? And some people will say it's the rapist, right? Some people will say it's the pedophile. Some people will say it's the murderer. Some people will say it's the extortionist, the kidnapper. But in order to do this job, in order to be a pimp and to be successful at it, you have to do all of those things every day.
The time that you've been working in Vice, do you have any idea how many pimps you've put away?
Personally, probably close to somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 or so, which is a lot when you consider the types of investigations they are. It's not just you see a guy hanging out on the street with a girl and you pick him up and throw him in jail. We're talking about convictions where guys have, you know, Lamborghinis, Porsches, ridiculous amounts of money, huge homes.
So how much money can a successful pimp make here on the strip?
A guy that has, let's say, 3 girls, about $1 million a year. That's why this culture is booming, and that's why these individuals are so violent and so possessive of the women that they're trafficking, is because they have so much to gain and so much to lose if the girls should come to the police or try to run away.
Just how violent do these pimps get with these girls?
I mean, I've seen everything from, you know, women sexually assaulted, group raped, burned with irons, tattoos burned off them with irons.
Tattoos burnt off them with irons?
Sure. It's brutal. I've seen waterboarding, obviously.
Sorry, Chris, you say waterboarding?
Yeah, waterboarding. Guys have actually held down women. Would actually use the shower spigot, with the rope, the kind that comes down. Sometimes choke them with that, and then drown them out. So the violence that we see here is unreal. This culture's changed. There was a time back in the, in the 80s when we used to think that these guys were targeting the downtrodden, right? Girls that had come from broken homes with drug addictions. We're so far past that. We've seen victims as young as 12 years old. They'd come from a decent family.
Each weekend, up to 500,000 visitors try to make their fortune, while just meters away, heroin addicts Tony and Thomas tried to raise $20 for a hit.